The story kind of all in all stays very true to the original movie. It stays very true, like the young people who go away to the woods to fight back and start launching these attacks in on the big army and stuff like that. But it was just really updated. It was modernized because today's audience, I think, is much more demanding, and they demand a better plot, better action sequences, everything. So we kind of just had to raise the overall bar of the whole story. Dan Bradley is like a grizzly bear. He's like about 9 feet tall, about 6 feet wide, and he's very physically intimidating. But he's like a giant teddy bear, like the nicest guy. You know, coming from that big kind of action background, I knew that the action stuff was going to be amazing, but I wasn't so sure about like the character stuff and whatnot. But Dan really just knocked it out of the park, and we had great producers on set as well that kind of helped out with everything, and it was a great experience. I loved working with Dan. The story kind of unfolds as the U.S. is invaded by North Korea, and takes place in Spokane, Washington, and this group of young people from 24 to 16 kind of band together and start launching these attacks to fight back against the army and try to drive them out of the town and try to get an upper hand on them and try to help out with the army. And eventually they link up with some actually army guys, and they kind of together sort of start taking down the army inside of Spokane. It's pretty, very epic, a lot of action. It's very kind of cool, like guerrilla war tactics and whatnot. It's cool just to see a small group of young people just fighting against something so much bigger than them. We actually had some real life boot camp training that we did for the movie. They brought us out to the desert basically and took us to this place called the Kill Village, which is this little kind of makeshift town they'd set up. And basically with airsoft guns, we went through and like learned how to like train and like clear rooms and all those different army tactics. And then we actually did with live weapons with like blank ammunition, like moving in groups and how to like move the gun like underneath so you're never pointing it at somebody, because even though it's a blank, if there's something in the barrel, it can still kill somebody. But yeah, it's very cool. You felt very badass and epic, and we wore like fatigues, and we ate like Marine MREs the entire time. It was a pretty cool experience. Definitely a bonding experience too. And that carried over into Michigan, because once we were up there shooting, everywhere we went, it was like the Wolverines. Like there was 8 of us going everywhere, like to dinner, to the gym, to the movies. Every single time we were all together. So it was very much a bonding experience.